It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Our opening tip won by the Thunder as we get started in OKC. Westbrook's shot won't go on the drive.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Brandon Knight against Paul George. Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Paul George to Westbrook. Has a look. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Missed his first. That one goes. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Five to shoot for Cleveland. To Colin Sexton. Beyond the arc for three. Sexton loves the challenge. Flex those muscles. Hit the three.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Adams to Westbrook. Ferguson to George. Has a chance. Knocks it down off the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Sexton. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Almost, but no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
George. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. George lets it fly. Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Tristan Thompson with the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. Long heave from three-quarters court. So we're through one at Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Thunder on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Sexton. And the rebound pulled in by Grant. To Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Colin Sexton. Knocks it down from mid-range.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Here comes the screen.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Short jumper off the mark. Sexton. Here comes the screen. To Colin Sexton. Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Westbrook. Over to the right side. Here comes the screen. Paul George to Westbrook. Tristan Thompson sends it away. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Sexton. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Thunder with the basketball. Oh, Russell Westbrook. 2 of 4 now. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Brandon Knight matched up with Ferguson. Trying to cash in. And that's rebounded by the Thunder. Stuffs it down with authority. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend, every day.
Desperation shot here from half court. That'll do it for the first half. The Cavaliers have the lead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cavaliers have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Thunder are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And they've been showing off some excellent shooting. And it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Field goals.
This is the type of game fans want to see. Lots of great scoring with no signs of slowing down. More fireworks are sure to come after the halftime break.
Player of the half.
Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Sexton. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Westbrook across the timeline. His guys trail now by 4. Here comes the screen. Westbrook to George. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Paul George fires. Paul George. He's now 4 for 6.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Westbrook into the front court. His guys down 3. Paul George. He's now shooting 5 for 7. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
5 to shoot for Cleveland. Deep 2 there, won't go. Westbrook into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Cruises inside for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Westbrook with it. His guys now trailing by a point. Nothing going here on that drive. Five to shoot. George. Now a step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Sexton. Probing the defense. To Colin Sexton. Cavs with 4 to shoot for 3. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Second to 3, got it. perfect from the line. Hits all three of them. He'll let one fly from half court. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. Thunder with the lead. The Thunder have it to start the 4th quarter. We thought based on this matchup, this could be a one-sided affair. But, oh, Jay, this has been a tight contest.
Yeah, they got the lead, but they've really had to work for it. And sometimes when you think you're going to have an off night and win the game by 20, that's when you find yourself in this league in those dogfights.
Cleveland has the basketball. Nance. Screen coming. 5 to shoot for Cleveland. That's no good. To Adams. Ferguson to Paul George.
Make it tough on him. Make it tough on him.
Jumper's good.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Here comes the screen. Brandon Knight here against Ferguson. To Colin Sexton. Not that time, and not his shot.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Number 23, Terrence Ferguson. Defensive 3-second violation for Oklahoma City. For Cleveland.
It's the free throw.
Good shot, bro. Good shot.
And scores. Great body control on the step through.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
George, defended by Knight. That pass stolen by the Cavs.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you could do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
Westbrook with the basketball. All even here in the 4th. And scores. Strong take.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Cavs at the controls. Sexton. And he's going to the free throw line.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
Tristan Thompson at the line for 2 shots. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Westbrook across the timeline. Leads 1. A fundamental shot right there.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
Nance. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Fires the 3. Sexton loves the challenge. Flex those muscles. Hit the 3.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
That does it for the period. Scoreboard says it's all even. All right, here we go. Overtime underway. George to Westbrook. Tristan Thompson snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Paul George to Westbrook. George to Westbrook. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. PG lets it fly. Not going down for him this time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Oklahoma City ball. Paul George to Westbrook. To George. Fires the 3. Off the mark. George. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Thompson. Here comes the screen. To Colin Sexton. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Jeremy Grant has got 2 shots coming. Career mark of 64%. Misses the first.
We need that next one. We need it.
Misses the second as well. Sexton. Jeremy Grant pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Strong finish for Paul George.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. 1 bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Here comes the screen. Brandon Knight against Adams. Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Russ at the controls. OKC now with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. The quarter comes to an end. This game is all tied up. And we're underway here in the extra period. Westbrook to Paul George. Westbrook to Adams. Nice pass to set things up.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Sexton. Here comes the screen. To Colin Sexton. Trying to cash in. It's George with the rebound. To Westbrook. Down to Adams. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Sexton. Christian Thompson with the slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
George, defended by Knight. Larry Nance Jr. with a piece. Ferguson. It was right there. Knight into the front court. Down just a couple. To Colin Sexton. Has a look. And the rebound corralled by Westbrook. To George. To Westbrook. Ferguson. George buries it.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Brandon Knight here against Jeremy Grant. Wide open shot. Nice to see him expand his arsenal.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Westbrook into the front court. Up by 3. Larry Nance.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Ferguson. Down to Grant. To Adams. And a nice finish at the rim. Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Sexton. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it. And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout as they'll want to make sure everyone's on the same page here in this overtime.
Team stats, fan interviews, and more. And best of all, they're free. You can get your game program from a team representative at any one of our main entrances around the arena.
That misses with a second to go. Good victory here for the Thunder as they win this one in double overtime. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Thunder emerged victorious after a tight finish. Look no further than their field goal percentage to see why they won this one. It's hard to lose when you got consistent offense supported by reliable defense. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Cavaliers lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. Sure, it's great they shot so well from 3, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense, but still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Paul George could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.